He's still pissed.
All right, let's have a go at this. She says, what's going on? It's Monday morning. I'm reading some work emails, doing some work. And then all of a sudden I look at my phone. I've got about 1,000 messages and everyone wants to do a live stream. So I've got 15 minutes where I'm going to take my lunch early and do this for you guys. But Jose's been sacked. HG, what's going on?
I don't know. I mean, I should be happy, right? I mean, it should be a joyous occasion, but there's something else going on. It just feels like this is kind of reaction to the public's reaction to the whole Super League thing from last night. It just seems far too convenient. So I'm happy, but then I'm also like, but we've got a cup final next week, and so could we have not waited another 7 days and then done it? It's just chaos today, absolute carnage.
The thing is, we were talking last night saying nothing matters now, does it? Because we've got guaranteed money, European football against Europe's elite from now on. Doesn't even matter if we finish mid-table for the next few years. So does the cup final really matter anymore, Seth?
I think it might be a last hurrah. And I think, in my view, what I thought was happening has happened is that on Friday when we played Everton, that the majority of that team, including, bizarrely, I felt Harry Kane, were just going through the motions. And when that happens, and you've got a cup final coming up, I think, in my view, I think that the squad has gone to Levy, or Levy has approached the squad and the key players. And I don't think Levy wanted to give Mourinho the opportunity to go down as a cup-winning Spurs manager.
Right.
Which is ridiculous because we want to win trophies.
But I think we stand a better chance of winning without him than with him.
But so my question is, who's taking control then? Because all of Jose's backroom staff have been sacked, haven't they? So who's left?
He said that it's Mason and Powell, but also that a statement will follow shortly, or there'll be an update in due course, I think was the words.
Tim Sherwood is grabbing his gilet as we speak. It's nice, a bit too warm for a gilet, but I'm sure he'll still turn up. Honestly though, what other options have we got, HG?
Oh, I mean, you're right now. I don't really know. Everyone seems to be in a job. I suppose we could go for Benitez because he's available. Is that going to be just to the end of the season? I suspect the club are thinking June is, we want a new person in for the summer.
Yeah.
So what happens between now and the end of the season? I don't think they really care. It's awful.
The same as us, pretty much now.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, like this is it. Like I always said, Mourinho, if he's going to go, he should go at the end of the season or after the cup final. The worst time is to do it now, because as much as Mourinho has been terrible for Spurs, I think that's easy to say. Certainly this season, he's done mostly terrible things. He can games, like big games against Guardiola. Like we've beaten Man City already this season. Part of me still thinks it was possible, even though the players all hate his guts. This is somehow worse. I feel like we've gone from a situation that was terrible to one that is actually worse, and we didn't need to do it right now.
No, and we don't buy any of the stuff he's saying about he's gone as a result of the announcement last night, do we? This is results based, Seb.
Yes, well, respected Italian journalist, I can't say his name, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that it's purely down to results. I actually disagree with HG. I think we stand a better chance in the cup final. There are 10, maybe even 14, 15 players who are not putting their all into a football match at the moment. And I believe that's because of Jose Mourinho. And I don't think we're turning up for a cup final. It's been dire for weeks and weeks and weeks. Even the victories that we've had, Aston Villa, it wasn't good football. We didn't stand a chance against Man City. I still don't think we stand much of a chance. But you might get a Dele Alli revenge game. You might get Gareth Bale showing up for once to prove a point. We all saw how well Pogba played the other week against us. In a big, two fingers up to Jose, and
maybe we should get our fans to hate Guardiola.
was going to say, so what are you
Inspired.
does this mean you're predicting a new manager bounce or a no manager bounce, Seb?
Uh, who knows? I mean, it's potential. I'd rather a happy squad. A happy squad. I don't know what that was, but I'd much rather a happy squad, and think that they stand a better chance than an unhappy squad who are just going through the motions. Kane scored twice on Friday night and barely celebrated.
Mm.
It was really evident. So yeah, for me, I think it was good timing, and you strip Mourinho of that opportunity to say, I could have won you a title. And I also believe that there was probably some bonuses attached to Mourinho winning said title that Levy has now got himself out of before that opportunity arose.
You could well be right. HG, how do you think the fans are going to react? Because we've seen on Twitter anyway, it's been very split. There's lots of real Jose fanboys within the Spurs sort of supporters, and it does seem relatively split. So do you think it's going to go down well, this news?
I think it was probably the best time that the club could have for sharing it. If we win on Sunday, I think everyone will be perfectly fine with it. But right now, I don't know. I think the fans Super League idea, the fact that Mourinho's gone just feels like, okay, and something else. Like, what, if it all comes in three, it's going to happen. Glenn will have another massive heart attack tomorrow and then finish everything off. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy that Mourinho is gone because he was never going to be the future of clear. Like, I think we knew that. But it feels like if it was based on results, do it on Friday night. It does seem very, very strange that they've waited until now to do it. Did Jose have his phone turned off over the week?
Yeah.
Was he available? There's just so many things. Like, the club had to get a few ducks in a row before they made the announcement. But the fact it was just hours after the whole Super League, I can't escape the two from being connected. They have to be connected in my eyes.
Yeah, it is weird. Seb, so in that sense, we normally are quite prepared. We normally have a manager lined up and it's normally announced fairly quickly. Do you see that happening? Do you think we'll be doing another video in about 12 hours time?
No, I don't actually. And there's a lot that's come out that Ryan Mason's got the gig until June, which I find slightly bizarre. I mean, I'm just looking now, actually, the out of work managers, those who are available right now. HG are like the first one, Lucien Favre, Massimo, I can't even say that name either. I'll stop with the long names. My lips aren't working today. Allegri, can't say his first name. Maurizio Sarri, Frank Lampard, Ernesto Valverde. I mean, probably not any of those would, set the world on fire. And then you've obviously got your Rafa Benitez, Mark Hughes, Eddie Howe, Marco Silva, Jardim, Bruno Lage. I'm looking at. You say things come in threes. Who knows? Could be Sol Campbell.
Season tickets are being ripped up around the nation. God, I don't think Levy will test the fans' patience, but I don't think he'll go that far, to be honest. HG, I mean, what do you think we need right now? Because I know we always want the kind of the up and coming manager, or something sort of exciting, but do we just need like a steady, someone that's going to steady the ship right now and just be a very pragmatic, boring manager?
All I want is the players hate, and that's the first thing. It'd be quite easy to do. I think it would be good manager, someone that might be to 5 years, if not longer. Some potential that clearly has, but someone who's older, it's probably then going to be a short-term appointment. If someone who makes us steady for the next, we're still going to be in a similar position, and there's no guarantee from now we're going to be in a better position than we are, certainly wise. So it's tough. Like I think that we're thinking future. That's what I would do with this. What I would manager, thinking about the next 3 to 5 years, building something that maybe not the end of at the end of the following season, but in 2 years we're back to where we were. Because I do think it's possible. I think we've got the bones of a decent team. We just need to get rid of the ones that haven't produced for us and move on. But when it comes to a manager, we're seeing it more and more if the players don't get on, they're not going to perform. Like you can ask, should be true or not, but that is the way it is, and with a players manager, someone who the players respect, and I don't think they respected Mourinho.
No. Right, guys. I've got a meeting fairly soon, so I'm going to wrap up. Unless, Seb, you've got anything that you really need to say. Get it off your chest now.
Nothing at all. Just obviously, there's been a few articles gone up on our Facebook page today, so give them a read and a like if you feel inclined to do so. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more coming from the Cheese Room team throughout the day.
Yeah, please look back later. I think Caller will definitely be doing a video tonight at 8:30, being all sad that his that his mate Jose's gone, and he was wrong. Caller was wrong to believe. All right, Seb, cheers for joining, mate.
No worries. See you soon.
And you, HG, cheers for joining from Austria.
Bye.
Come on, you Spurs.